Hello there, scholars. Today I'm going to be reading a book called Lift, and the author is Min Lee, and the illustrator is Dan Santat. And you can see the cover's just gorgeous. We have the word lift, and of course, the word lift means, of course, to bring up. And one of the things that I want you to know that in some countries, Um, there's another name for a lift. It means an elevator in some countries. It's called the lift. Instead of using the word, I went on the elevator to get to the floor with the pool on it, you could say, I went on the lift to get to the floor with the pool on it. So lift and elevator is the same thing. And the illustrations are very creative. You can see that there's now some people waiting for the lift or the elevator. We see that this one's out of service. And I just want to thank Disney and Hyperion Books for allowing teachers like me to read their books. Lift. Monday. Hi, my name is Iris. When I'm feeling a bit down, there's one thing that always cheers me up. Pushing elevator buttons. And you can see that she's pushing a button. You can see that they're going into their house, which is in the lobby of a building. So this family, boys and girls, they live probably in a city environment, not necessarily the suburbs or the country. They live in a place where there's tall buildings, where the way you get into your home is through an elevator or through a lift. Luckily, that's my job, up or down, our floor, or the lobby. Tuesday, Wednesday, I always get to push the button. Thursday, until one day, and you can see our main character is really a little bit surprised. You can see that the author, illustrator, has said, wait a minute, just pay attention to her face. Look at her face. You see the eyebrows are up. You see her eyes are real wide. Looks like her parents are letting her brother push the button. Betrayal. And betrayal, boys and girls, of course, means that somebody's had it in for you or did something to make you upset. So she is not very happy. Our character Iris is very much unhappy. So we're going to go over here to this panel and we see there's the happy family. But when we go to this panel, we see Iris is really not happy. She's slouching. You can see she's kind of, crossing her hands over her chest like this, and she's kind of has those angry eyebrows going. Can someone guess what floor they live on? Can you see what floor she lives on? Yep, she lives on the 4th floor. Good. Friday. We're on Friday, boys and girls, and we can see here's the family again. Ding! And she's excited. She's ready to push the button, but her brother pushed it. Enough is enough. I know it's wrong, but I can't help myself. I push all the buttons. Iris. So boys and girls, she's in big trouble because when you push all the buttons in an elevator, that means every time the elevator passes a new floor, it stops and it opens its doors and then it closes its doors and then stops and goes down to the next floor, open its doors, closes its doors. So it's going to take now a long time for Iris and her family to get down to the lobby. So she really did a naughty thing. And you can see here that everybody's pretty annoyed right now because now they have to take all this time to get back down to start their day. And again, we're reading it panel by panel. It looks like they had to call in a repair person. He is fixing, he's taking out the the little button, and he's throwing it away. So the repair person is throwing the button away. We see in this panel, oh, and by the way, boys and girls, you read panels from one side on one page to the next page. So we see that now Iris is looking into the waste paper basket where the repairman threw in that old broken button, the elevator or the lift button. And you can see that Iris is excited. She sees what's in the waste paper basket. We're going to read this panel first. We see she goes in to grab it. She has it. She has it, but now her mom is calling her, Iris! And she's running to catch the taxi cab in the window. There's the yellow taxi cab to start their day. When we get back home, I just want to be alone. I wish I could be anywhere. Anywhere. And so she sees that she has that button. So she decides to tape the button on the wall. I wish I could be anywhere but here, is what she says. So she decides to press the button just for fun. When all of a sudden, ding! The light turns on. And Iris is looking at an open lift door. Iris gasps. And there she is, looking at a tiger. Ding dong! Ding dong! Roar! Click! And there we have Iris, and there's a babysitter at the door at 4C in the apartment. We see Iris is a little frustrated. Mom and Dad are leaving. We'll be back soon, sweeties. Love you. I'm going to go and read this panel first. Iris has an idea. Hang on, first dinner, and then I brought games. And we see here, Iris doesn't look very happy about the games. Her brother's happy. They're playing the games. And now the babysitter's with Iris brushing her teeth. I guess you can see my dog Maggie behind me. Yeah. And now the babysitter's saying, night, night. And there Iris is. She's kissing the tiger goodnight. And now she's thinking of the universe. Finally, she gets brave and clicks it again. Ding! Now, this is where her imagination starts to work. Iris looks like she is losing her gravity. And there's only one place really where you just start to float, boys and girls. And of course, that's outer space. And she gasps again. She dreamed by pushing the button that she's in outer space. There she is in her pajamas in outer space. She puts on a space suit. There she goes, using her imagination. Wah, 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 wah. Oh my goodness, what could that whang and crying be? Well, there's Iris. She's running. And it's her brother back at the house. I know exactly what you want, Iris says. And she decides to read to her brother. Saturday. Oh, she yawns. In the morning, she woke up. I wake up excited for my next visit. But then something holds me back. And this is what Iris is thinking. She's going to go in her baby brother's room, up, and take him along on her adventure. After all, everyone can use a lift sometimes. Ding! And they're both using their imaginations. Of course, there's a cat wondering where they went. So boys and girls, I hope you liked the story, Lift, by Min Lee, and the art is Dan Santat. it was a really special book, and I'm glad you came and enjoyed it with me. And we're going to now go to our next part of our library lesson together. Thank you for paying attention.